Yes, hello guys, and welcome to the Claret and Blue YouTube channel. I am the Anonymous Hammer. Yeah, this video here is a little comparison to our kind of like rivals in the table sort of thing. Like, I wouldn't say rivalry as in like, yeah, they're our main rivals. I mean rivalry like with the spaces and like, with the intentions of the clubs moving forward. Um, and that will be Everton. Everton and West Ham are the two mid-table teams that are trying to compete with the big boys, and they are the only two teams, that are willing to compete and try and get top six, top five. That because that's what all the clubs want. But the clubs that can do that now, I would only say it is Everton and West Ham. West Ham has moved to the new stadium. Obviously, that gives us more money. Obviously, if we didn't have Thai owners, we would spend more. But Everton has spent over 100 million. I did write down some statistics for both clubs. I am going to talk about a little bit more about Everton than West Ham. The reason why is because their manager, Ronald Koeman, has been sacked after the 9-10 games that has played in the Premier League. Obviously, I know they have Europa League and other games, but I'm not here to talk about the Europa League or anything like that, just the Premier League. So anyway, yeah, Everton's last three managers, their win rate after 47 games, David Moyes got 45%. Martinez, I think, got 51%, and Ronald Koeman is currently on 40%. So as you can see, that Ronald Koeman has done the worst in winning games out of the three managers. A lot of people will say, "Oh fucking hell, David Moyes, he's fucking shit." Nope. What it says on paper, David Moyes is 5% better than him. Yeah, Roberto Martinez is the only one that is the highest out of the three managers, including himself. Ronald Koeman has spent currently 152.9 million, and that's all on basically his midfield and getting a squad full of number 10s. And but we'll get into that in a minute. Obviously, Lukaku was the biggest transfer record for Everton, which is £90 million. Yeah, and for him to go to Manchester United, and he's fucking flying at the moment. So yeah, that was a really, really good move for Lukaku. But obviously, for Everton fans, what a big fucking shame. He was actually your best player. Shouldn't have sold him, but shit happens. Moving on. Oops, excuse me. Rooney has scored 5 goals in all competitions this season for Everton. I think he is their highest goal scorer at the moment, but yeah. Um, their last 3 games last season, it was the 6th of May 2017, Swansea 1, Everton nil. The 12th of May, Everton 1, Watford nil. The 21st of May, Arsenal 3, Everton 1. From that, that is 3 points out of 3 games. Um, you know, that for me, to score 2 goals and concede four, out of 3 games, that is terrible, absolute terrible. They have to do better. Obviously, for an Everton perspective, I don't give a fuck if Everton gets relegated. But I'm just saying because obviously I want to compare Ronald Koeman to Slav Bilic. Yeah, like I said, yeah, they did that. And so far in the season, the 12th of August, they had Stoke, which was the opener. They did win 1-0 with Wayne Rooney getting his comeback goal. Um, August the 21st, they drew with Man City at the Etihad 1-1. They had Tottenham, and they lost disgustingly 3-0. I can't remember what the date was. I should have fucking wrote the date down. My bad. But anyway, yeah, they fucking got thrashed by Manchester United 4-0 the 17th of September. Everton lost against Burnley 1-0 at their own ground the 1st of October. Then drew against Brighton at Brighton, 1-1, the 15th of November. And yesterday, they just got fucking fizzled by Arsenal, 5-2. Absolute disgrace. You have spent almost 200 million, just over, 150 million, just by 2.9 million more than 150 million. I'm expecting you to fucking be up there, and fucking Huddersfield and fucking Brighton are doing so much fucking better than Everton and West Ham at the moment. Oh man, I don't know what to say. Everton has won a game, drawn 2 and lost 6. For me, that is disgusting. 8 points. Yeah, they really do need to get better. If they don't want to get relegated, but obviously, fuck them. Back onto West Ham now. Our games this season. Actually, no. Let's start with last season. Just get that out of the way. The last 3, last season. The 5th of May, we beat Tottenham the first time at the London Stadium, 1-0. Thank you, Lanzini, our little magician. But the 14th of May, West Ham lost against Liverpool 4-0 at the London Stadium, which was a disgusting defeat. The 21st of May, we beat Burnley at Turf Moor 2-1. So out of that, 6 points, and a loss. Out of the 3, I would say, obviously we did have a bad season last season, but when it does come onto paper and you do see, out your last 3 last season, to 6 points out of 3 games, that does sound pretty good, but last season was just terrible. But anyway, let's just get on with this season. This season we lost against Manchester United the 13th of August, 4-0. No, sorry, not 14th, the 13th, sorry. The 13th of August, 4-0 at Old Trafford. Then we went to Southampton and lost 3-2, which was the 19th of August. Newcastle, West Ham, 3-0 to Newcastle, the 26th of August. First game at the London Stadium this season was against Huddersfield, 2-0 to West Ham, the 11th of September. Excuse me. West Brom and West Ham, they both drew 0-0 on the 16th of September. Spurs comes to the London Stadium for the second time on the 23rd of September and winning 3-2. West Ham did go down, but came back with 2 goals. Pretty good game, not the best, but didn't get the result. But Then we had, for my birthday, West Ham Swansea on September the 30th. West Ham won 1-0. Then the 14th of October, just after the international break, we drew with Burnley 1-1 on the 14th of October, if I didn't say that, but and fuck's sake. Last Friday, the 20th of October, West Ham United host Brighton at the London Stadium for the first ever fucking time and lost 3-0. I did promise myself I wasn't going to swear, but just reading at these the results is disgusting. So basically it went loss, win, draw, loss. So that's 1 win out of 8, 2 draws, 5 losses. Disgusting. And we've scored 7 goals and conceded 17, which makes our goal difference -10. Absolute disgusting. Obviously, with the both teams, Everton and West Ham, there isn't that much difference between them apart from their board and their managers spending money and whatever. We did get Chicharito for 17 million, Arnautovic for 25 million, um, loan deal for Hart, 3 for Zabaleta, and that youngster we got for 3 mil, roughly about 40 million thereabout spent, or just a bit over 40 million, but you know what I mean. But yeah, we spent about 40 million, got 4 players. Like I said, loan deal for Joe Hart, 3 for Zabaleta, but like we did do okay in the transfer. Um, Unfortunately, we didn't get the 40 million player that we wanted, which was Carvalho from Sporting in the Portuguese league. But apparently we're gonna try and get him in January. But fuck that, I don't really give a fuck about that. But yeah, just to compare both managers and tactics, they're both the same. So I don't know what is different between Everton and West Ham. With sacking the manager. Because Koeman is actually doing what Bilic is doing. He's playing players at the wrong positions. He's bought players for the wrong things. We bought Arnautovic to do Payet's job, and we all was raving and a bit happy about it. But to be honest, I wasn't that excited as when Zabaleta came or Joe Hart. I didn't really have that much of a buzz when Arnautovic came. When they were showing all the replays before the season started about Arnautovic and when he scored that wonder goal outside the box against Manchester United, that was a really good goal, and that was the only thing that was like, yeah, that's a really good goal, but can he do that every game? And when you hear stuff from other fans and Stoke fans saying, oh yeah, how he has a couple bad games, then he has like a good game, then he doesn't play really, really well, and shit like that, but you fucking get that in football. David Gold and David Sullivan has come up with it and given Bilic his last lifeline, and given him 2 games left, which is the Spurs game on Wednesday coming up, and the game of the weekend against Crystal Palace away at Selhurst Park. Yeah, hopefully we, for me, I would have said, Bilic, you get 3 more games, and that's all you're fucking getting. The reason why 3, it just seems like, it's more of a chance for Bilic to turn it around. Look, Bilic has so much time to turn it around, but, when you watch Hammer and Talk, West Ham Fan TV, the Three Hammers, they've all said the same fucking thing, and the players don't want to play for Bilic. It's gotten to a stage where it might have to be Bilic going because, like Jay said from Hammer and Talk, you're not going to sack 11 to 22 players because that's unrealistic and that will never fucking happen. So, yeah, I would actually say if we had to change anything, it would have to be Bilic. I fucking love Slavan. I fucking love him. Never met him in person, never took a photo with him, never shook his hand. I wish I did. I wish I fucking did because he's such a lovely man, When I used to work at the new West Ham shop at the stadium, obviously, a lot of the fans and talk about him highly. The people I worked with, they all said, yeah, he was a lovely man when they met him at the bowling, yeah, and stuff like that. But it's like, that's not enough to make you a manager. Just if you're nice and stuff, you need to have the tactics. Bilic, please, mate. If you are given 2-3 games, for me, this is my expectation for you. If you go to Spurs at Wembley, I'm expecting you to win that game and at least get 3 points at Crystal Palace. And I'm not too sure after Crystal Palace if it's Liverpool at home, but if it is Spurs, Crystal Palace and Liverpool, I would actually say, listen, you're either going to have to get 4 points for the league, which is winning against Palace or winning against Liverpool, and drawing against Palace or Liverpool, yeah, and you have to win against Spurs, or you're losing to Spurs and you're getting the 4 points. It has to be one or the other. You can't lose against Spurs, lose against Palace, and get a point against fucking Liverpool because that's bollocks. I wouldn't want that. But yeah, guys. Obviously, I was gonna do a lot more about the managers, but yeah, I wouldn't want to be fucking ranting on too long. Obviously, yep, Koeman's been sacked. Bilic is almost on his way out, unless if he can turn it around with the 2-3 games he has left. Excuse me. Fucking hell, that subway went through. Oi, oi. Yeah, and obviously, yeah, like I said, with the 8 games, we had, 5 losses, 2 draws, and a win. Um, Everton has a win, a draw, a loss, another loss, another loss, a draw, and then another loss. So yeah, fucking shit. Only one win out of them games. Yeah, hopefully, when we do face Everton, we fuck them up. I don't give a fuck about Everton, but obviously this whole video was about the managers, about their tactics and what they're doing. They're both are the same, playing plays at their unnatural positions. It seems that the play's not really playing for them. And yeah, and if we have to change anything, we need to follow Everton's footsteps and we need to sack the manager, Slav and Bilic. Or if anyone at West Ham that is, really up there in the ranks, if you did watch this fucking video, fucking take some sense out of this. Fucking hell, you know what I mean? Players, you need to play with 110% every fucking game. Stop being half-hearted. Play for the fucking manager. As fans, all we can do is scream and shout and fucking let it all out. Hopefully when we play against Spurs, Palace and Liverpool, hopefully we get some points, hopefully we get a win, hopefully we get some goals, hopefully the atmosphere at the London Stadium changes. We need to fucking change. This is fucking diabolical to watch. This is boring, this is shit. I don't want to keep sounding negative and I can't be bothered to keep doing these videos if it's all the fucking same. Sorry guys if it sounds so negative. This has to be fucking let off my chest. I have to get this off my chest. Sorry, what the fuck did I just say? But yeah, comment, like and subscribe, and as always, keep the fucking support, guys. See you all later.